Alright, this is gonna be part 5 of Triangle Strategy. Looks like we have a new character story. It popped up after I did some grinding, or maybe I just didn't notice it, so guess we'll see what happens.
Got you right in my sights.
"30 years ago, during the Salt Iron War."
Lie.
There are too many of them, Minister Archibald.
And flee we must. I'll hold them here, but you lot, retreat!
Minister Archibald!
No, this cannot be how it ends. Once I draw breath, my heart yet beats. This place shall not be my grave. So the cycle of war and chaos begins anew. And once again, I must take up my bow. I've been watching you fight from afar, and I like what I see. Almost reminds me of myself in my younger days. You flatter me. Still, I doubt you'll emerge victorious. Without me on your side, that is. The name's Archibald. Allow me into your ranks, and you'll see. I can match men half my age, shot for shot.
I couldn't ask one so elderly to risk his life in battle.
This graybeard survived the Salt Iron War with naught but the bow in his back, I'll have you know. And my aim is just as sharp now as it was then. I haven't many years left, lad, and I'd like to spend them fighting for a just cause.
If that is what you wish, then I shall not refuse. We welcome your bow.
I literally just leveled up a bunch of people, and now the game's like, "Hi, here's another one for y'all." So fucking rude. Oh well. Like, for me, it doesn't make sense to keep the persons that are not in the higher ranks. Because from what I understand, you don't really get tons of medals to uprank your people. So, I'm gonna take a look at this guy really quick before I do anything else. Alright, where's Archer McDickhead? Ignores defense. That seems useful, actually. Deal greater damage the further the enemy is. That's kind of cool, too. Learned at level 10, 15, 21, 27. Okay, that's that trade guy. Oh. There's some interesting things I can maybe get here. Grant 3 TP to an ally. That's kind of nice for the mages. Oof. Move an ally applied to any location within 8 squares. Stop an enemy for 1 turn, but that kills both of my QP, so all of those require 2, so it doesn't make sense to do anything other than grab the addition, I think. Too bad I don't get more of those medals of bravery. It kind of pushes you to take the other people, because like the extra TP is like a huge advantage. I guess I'll just figure that out later. Well, later's gonna be like right now, because it's time to kill some shit, I guess. Oh, 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 oh. Anyway, I'm gonna mute unless I have to do some dialogue.
Enough of your schemes, you traitorous dog.
Lord Landroy, what is the meaning of this? His arrow's already knocked. What happened to manners, old friend?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? For me to give you a hearty embrace while Esfrost cuts me down from behind. Ha! A shameful scheme befitting the cowards who abandoned our prince.
Are you mad? We haven't a clue what Esfrost is scheming.
Lies. I'll listen to the slithering of snakes no further.
We've been swindled. Gustadolf meant to force this battle from the start. Damn it all.
Ash in the wind? Smoke from the village. The houses burn!
What madness is this, Landroy? You would set your own home ablaze?
And what would you have me do with it? Leave it for Esfrost to pillage and plunder? The only thing those bastards will get from me is an arrow through the eye.
They set their arrows alight!
Landroy, no! There must be another way.
There is no other way, boy. Your treachery saw to that. King Regna, it will not be long ere I stand by your side again.
Uh-oh.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Well, it seems like I shouldn't stand in any of those fields, because I'm pretty sure the archers are going to light them on fire with fire arrows, so... What the heck? We can use the lifts to move a relatively quick period. I get... Looks like I have 10 people.
Excellent.
Yep, that sounds good. There looks like there's 8 there. The quickest lift is over here though, so I should probably... Yeah, I'm not trying to... Ugh. Who's got like good move or quick speed? Actually, let's put... You know what? Let's just go for it. It'll be fine. Meow.
Burn those traitorous Wolford curs to a crisp. If you must raise the land itself, then so be it.
Yes, my lord. He'll turn this place into a blazing inferno. We'll be blind on the battlefield.
While he maintains the advantageous position, the flames will afford us no quarter.
Come, show us what stuff cowards are made of.
I will end this. You won't escape.
Thirsty, aren't we?
We win.
For our kingdom!
Defeat is not an option. On your guard.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
I won't let you down. Time for some sorcery. I did it! Whatever it takes. This may hurt!
No need to panic.
I'll give it my best. This is my way of doing things. Whatever it takes. We can do this.
I feel better than ever.
Profit comes to the prepared. See what Lionel can do.
Whoa!
Looks like they didn't set too much shit on fire yet, so that's not so bad, I guess.
Your orders?
Still not super ideal, but...
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
Oh, just do whatever you're gonna do. These moves are so insanely slow, it drives me bananas.
Was nice knowing you.
Carefully. This ends here.
Not necessarily in love with that idea.
I see a path to victory.
I think he's already buffed. Those are more support tunes. I kind of use her as a pawn, so let's give her perhaps defense.
A brief respite.
I'll keep at it.
And then... Oof. No great positions, honestly. Unless they want to walk in the fire, which is fine by me. Oh boy. I thought the whole field would give up with one shot, so this
Count on me.
is less redonkulous than I thought, honestly. Oh, I can't attack upward that far.
Ha!
Ugh, they have a lot of healers. It's not fun.
Time for some sorcery.
He can't walk up, whatever that is. That's really ridiculous. Who needs the most urgently healed, I guess?
I can heal too.
I'm safe. I'll take it from here. Let's do this.
Watch me work.
So it comes to battle. Yeah.
What cork? Combat is
Yeah,
not my
better
real
to rage the
forte.
mage than to have him continue curing people. Oh my god, there's like way too many units in this fight. It's really obnoxious.
I've got you marked.
I will end this. Suffer.
For our kingdom! Together with these fields. Today you burn. Ah! Ah!
Yikes.
A wasted effort. Leave everything to me. Ain't over yet.
Tides are turning. Defeat is not an option.
Oh boy.
Perish.
Count on me.
I don't want her to get too ensnared.
Take that!
Oh, he can't attack up there. Maybe I can use that now skill if he survives another round.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
I guess it doesn't really matter what I do.
Whoa!
Strike while the iron's hot.
Well, he doesn't have a turn, so we shouldn't screw with that right now.
Have you brought coffee?
Might be more beneficial to wipe this guy out.
Our dealings are over. Yeah.
They're quite strong.
I don't think they're gonna come down here. But just in case. Might as
This
well
is
get
my
the
way of doing
EXP.
things.
Allow me.
Why am I unable to do this? I'm so confused.
That's it.
I will end this.
Let's throw the poison. And then someone else can move through her. Oh, we can't throw it up there. Jesus Christ. She can't wipe them out though, so that's problematic as well. Like, there's so many height limitations in this round that I didn't really expect.
On the honor of the High House!
Well, she's gonna pretty much die, so let's at least give her a turn.
I can't give up now. Take that! Leave everything to me.
Fair enough.
What are you and your cups about?
And where shall we strike? Death from above! Time to take action. We can do
I
this.
feel better than ever. Here I come.
Boy.
So you did it! I'll make you proud, Grandfather. There were more help.
Lord, Sarah, no.
My turn. This is the end.
What call me?
Must I? This is my way of doing things.
Allow me. Hit! I won't let you down. On the honor of the High Houses!
Oh! Feisty, aren't we? Yeah!
For the honor of House Wolford. This ends here.
My turn. You won't escape. This'll sound strike.
Time to take action.
This calls for wit. See what Lionel can do.
What should I do? Ready to hit that?
Looks like I'm up.
What do I do? Amen.
On the honor of the High Houses!
Feisty, aren't we? Ain't over yet.
Forward. This ends here.
Time to work. Allow me. Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Let's do
I
this.
won't let you down. This is bad. Ready to see it spend.
We may have gotten off on the wrong foot. This is it. For you. Oh!
No need to panic. Not good. Amen.
For our kingdom!
How is he attacking down that far? That's kind of not fair, but whatever.
Victory is within reach. This is the end. For life.
Leave everything to me. No slack at
Will
all.
help.
I'm old, not a pushover.
So where shall we strike? I can withstand this.
Perhaps we can strike into you?
Can't go on.
No. Not.
No need to panic.
No.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
I will end this. Allow me.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
Come on then.
We may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
For our kingdom!
If you persist in this, we will fight over naught but ashes.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Your orders? Sound strike. This is the end.
Leave everything to me. What are you and your
will
cups
help.
about?
Forward. Death from above.
This calls for wit.
A wasted effort.
For Glenbrook!
I will end this. Victory is within reach. This is the end.
No need to panic.
Leave everything to me.
Forward.
I won't let you do that!
Oh, no.
stand.
Time to work. It's over. Now it's my turn.
Curses! Now then.
Perhaps we can strike a deal?
On the order of the High Houses!
Come on then.
Failed you.
What are you and your cups about?
Curses! Death from above! Looks like I'm up. Absolutely wonderful.
This calls for wit. This is it. For you. Yes. Ha ha ha! Yes!
Impressed? Have I no path to victory?
Where shall we strike?
I know.
I'll make that hit the mark.
Feisty, aren't we? Ain't over yet.
Thanks.
Allow me. Have I no path to victory? Have you my sights?
For the honor of House Wolford.
Wait your turn.
To lead, I must grow.
God, Your Majesty, know that I served you true until the end.
I was hoping not to have killed that person, but
This ain't pretty.
tough shit, I guess.
This might sting some.
Maybe you only get that person on the other side of the coin. Oh well.
It's over. We've won.
And what have we won? Landroy has seen to it that nothing shall escape these flames. What victory can be had over ashes?
My lord.
So this is how it ends.
It would seem the townsfolk evacuated before the battle.
Landroy's doing, no doubt.
War's a miserable sight no matter who your foe. But when that foe is your own countryman.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Let us return. We are done here.
Atop what remains of Glenbrook's former high houses, Gustadolf lays the foundation for his new dominion. With the taste of bitter victory still in their mouths, the members of House Wolfort await with heavy hearts the trials the morrow is sure to bring.
Thought you'd be here. Tell it true. Do you really reckon we can best Gustadolf?
Victory will not come easily, this is for sure. We have a chance, however, and we must needs take it.
You've always had a fire in your eyes, Benedict. It's heartening indeed.
'Tis not easy to keep hope, but keep it we must. We cannot submit quietly to an inglorious fate. My duty is to House Wolford, first and foremost, and I would be remiss if I were to think otherwise.
Looks like it's time for some side stories.
The recent days have seen rising lawlessness near the border. Doubtless the consequence of the instability in Glenbrook.
Indeed.
Lord Svaragai. Forgive me. I forget myself, my lord.
It's too late for that. Out with it.
My lord, the bulk of our forces are occupied abroad, leaving only scant numbers at home. The longer this campaign continues, the more fraught the situation within our borders becomes.
Your concern is duly noted, Sigris. Rest assured that the Archduke is not ignorant to such issues. And besides, strength of arms is not the only means by which order is maintained. The time has come to gird our nation with fire and steel.
Fire and steel, my lord?
Yes, we shall fulfill our duty at last.
Cordelia, what's wrong?
Brother,
Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Now, tell me what happened.
I heard them talking. I wasn't supposed to, but I heard them. Thallus and... Oh, Roland. The Archduke. He means to order your execution.
Grave news, my lord. Prince Roland is to be beheaded at the Archduke's decree.
What? On what grounds?
For inciting unrest by ordering the invasion of the Falk's domain.
The gall of that man!
Furthermore, House Wolford has been invited to attend the execution. Our presence is mandatory.
Yeah, of course it is. That snake.
Do you mean to go?
We dare not disobey the summons. The consequences would almost certainly be dire.
Are we just dogs to answer his beck and call?
My lady. Please, I understand. But we have no choice.
I know this, and I apologize. It's just that... there are things we must protect. Things I must protect, lest we lose what makes us human.
Meh. I don't really care about Strady Katie. She can die. Die with her whole mother.
News of Prince Roland's coming execution is carried far and wide. In the blink of an eye, the kingdom of Glenbrook is no more. The realm reels from the tragic turn of events. Prince Roland's death marks an uncertain change in the flow of history. A change which none in the Old Kingdom have the power to reverse. However, the eruption of conflict in the region does not go unnoticed by its neighbors. In the holy state of Hyzant, opportunistic hearts stir.
My dearest friend has been sentenced to die, and there is naught I can do. What use is a lord's position if he can't even save those closest to him?
Serenoa, you mustn't.
Is it true? Another ravenous dog is stirring?
It is. We face none other than Minister Sorsley End, one of the Saintly Seven. It seems he means to take our domain for his own.
House End. Their position in Hyzant has been in decline for some time.
Doubtless, Sorsley means to use the Walford domain to bolster his flagging influence.
My lord, our soldiers have had scarce little time to rest since our last battle. I fear for their morale if they were forced to take the field against Hyzant.
Is there naught we can do?
We have sent request for aid to House End more than once, my lord. However, our pleas have always fallen on deaf ears. Doubtless Sorsley has been biding his time to strike.
Then it is too late for words. There must be something we can do to avoid straining our already ragged forces.
There is, my lord. However...
I dread the words that follow however when they come from you.
Let us ask the Archduke for assistance.
Are you mad, Benedict?
We must needs focus on the matter in front of us. If we weather this storm, we may see that it has unearthed unseen opportunities. However, if we let Sorsley's advance continue unabated, I'm afraid retreat may be our only option.
You are right, as usual. Very well. Ready a bird.
Looks like there's a lot of character stories, so we're gonna be seeing some
Once we have
stuff.
stacked those sandbags, we should be well fortified against even the fiercest deluge.
Leave it to me. This old wolf has some vim in him yet. Phew. Haven't used some of those muscles since before I can remember.
I must say, when I saw the enormity of the task before us, I did not think we would finish in mere bells. I had braced myself for a full day of labor, at the very least.
Thank Benedict for that. We'd still be searching for weaknesses in our perimeter had he not been guiding us.
Indeed, but let us not understate Eredor's feats of strength.
Come now, Eredor. How many times must I tell you to be delicate with the sandbags? We only have so many at hand.
I hear you, I hear you. I'll treat him as delicately as my lady love, in the absence of one.
Now is not the time for jests, Eredor.
If you don't want me complaining and you don't want me jesting, then I guess I'll just shut my mouth.
To hear them trading barbs like children, you would never think they work so well together.
Wisdom and strength. Two pillars that keep House Wolfort standing strong.
Wisdom, eh? He wasn't always that way. Took him plenty of failing to get where he is now.
I find that difficult to believe.
Is there something you wish to share with us, Eredor?
Might be. Maybe you've forgotten the folly of 20 years past, but my mind is a steel trap. And what's our task for today?
We are to deliver this message to Lady Destra with all haste.
Seems simple enough. Send a bird.
I would not trust a bird in this rain. A horse would be more reliable, and swifter besides.
Is that so? I respectfully disagree, my friend. Either way, I'm not going to be the one nursing you back to health if you catch the chills.
Shall we make it a wager, then? Send a bird, and we shall see who reaches Lady Destra first. You had best hurry.
What? Benedict? Off he goes. Well then, where are those damned hawks? As I recall, Benedict arrived at around the same time as the hawk. If it were a sunny day, he might have won.
Ah, the folly of youth. Many of our best days were spent in Lord Simon's service. We made many such wagers, in an attempt to get into Lord Simon and Lady Destra's good graces.
I remember when...
I believe we have had enough reminiscing for one day, Eredor.
Don't be such a harsh taskmaster, Benedict. Where's the harm in a story?
Ask me that again when the floodwaters break through our meager fortifications. There is much to do and little time to do it. Wouldn't you agree, Anna?
Me?
Old friends or old enemies? Sometimes it is hard to tell with those two.
Whatever the case, our work's done for the day. And there's nothing like a hard drink after hard labor. You two care to join me?
I would love to. Please, regale me with more tales of your youth.
I see no harm in one drink.
Let's be off then.
Shall we invite Benedict along?
You'd only be wasting your breath.
Now that you mention it, I do not believe I have ever seen you two sharing drinks.
Spirits cloud the mind, so I rarely drink. When I do partake, however, I prefer to do so in quiet. I fear Eredor would only spoil that.
Your Excellency, our troops have boarded and are awaiting your orders.
Good. Stand by until I give the order to depart. We make for the Wolfork domain. Upon the foundations of their keep, we shall build the glory of House End. Tell the troops, they shall be well rewarded for their feats of bravery this day.
Yes, Your Excellency. Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Must he?
Course. After all, he treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, as soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This work's well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you'd trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter, only the results.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
From visionary directors...
Your eyes are open. The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. Paying good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Not today. Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the King's Guard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Esfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve Prince Roland? Is he ever unreasonable?
Let's
Have you
keep
ever found
rolling,
your
rolling,
patience
rolling.
tested?
No, never. It is an honor to serve, always. It is an odd question to ask, but I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Esfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're not one for speaking plain, are you? But I suspect we may have much in common. I'm curious to hear your story, if you are willing to share it.
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
King Charles' sisters. What came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzand, at first I endeavored to learn at the ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Esfrost.
Running for your life from Shia.
The archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent as much knowledge as I could, when one day
You are the one called Gila, yes?
Yes, my lord.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
I couldn't say that, my lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive.
Ooh, crazy world, huh?
Role for you. Come with
Down,
me.
son,
The Archduke would have a word.
Penis, 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 penis,
The
penis,
Archduke?
penis.
But...
Well,
No
don't
harm
let it
will
get you
come to
down,
you,
son.
if that is your fear.
Penis,
Now,
penis,
follow me.
penis, 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 penis. Ooh, crazy world, huh? Well, don't let it get you down, son. Penis, penis,
Lord
penis,
Svarog
penis,
had arranged
penis.
an audience with the former Archduke of Esfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never shake the feeling that I had betrayed my ideals. Perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well
Don't
deny
let it get you down, son.
The Archduke's successor,
Penis, penis,
Gustave,
penis,
was a man
penis.
that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root. Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey.
that's the good stuff. Ain't no one can pour a pint like you.
I take coin for drink, not compliments. It's hard enough to keep this place running on my own as it is.
Need me to lend a hand?
Thought you'd never ask. You can start by washing the dishes, then restocking our foodstuffs, fixing up that wobbly table, and...
Aye, leave it to me.
Ha! I'm only playing. I'd never put a paying customer to labor.
But that's an awful lot of work for any one person. Ever give thought to finding someone with whom you might share the burden?
You can stop right there. The last thing I need is anyone else complicating my life.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I had myself a someone once, you know? Special like. Till he left me for a specialer someone. Raised my son Theo all by myself. He'd be a man grown now, if the war hadn't taken him.
Forgive me, Hasabara. Didn't mean to go drudging up painful memories.
Who doesn't have a thing or two in their past that haunts them? In truth, I'm more exhausted than anything. Must be the years taking their toll.
Ain't got nothing to do with age, and everything to do with the hardships you've overcome. More impressive than an old soldier drowning his sorrows in mead.
What kind of barkeep am I, letting my poor patron wallow?
Baby, can you move it on the rhythm so we can get with and just around and get us a rock and roll round? My treat.
Took you long enough to make the offer. Now, what shall we toast to?
How about to your son?
I, to Theo.
Hail and well met, my good fellow. Lionel greets you most heartily.
Ah, Clara spoke of you. Lionel, you say?
The very same, and in a position of privilege for which he is most grateful. A privilege that he would be most happy to share with the consortium, that it might prove to our mutual benefit.
Oh, a fellow man with an eye for profit, I see. What privilege have you brought me today?
A worldly fellow such as yourself has doubtless heard rumors of Hyzant's clandestine research projects, yes?
Indeed I have. Developing weapons of devastating power, unlocking the secrets of eternal life.
What if Lionel were to tell you that Hyzant has in fact created an elixir that offers everlasting youth?
I would be intrigued, and then I'd ask you how you could possibly know such a thing.
It's a simple matter of logic. Think. Why would Hyzant hide the existence of so wondrous a panacea?
I suppose they'd want to keep such power to them and theirs.
Just so. The only thing kings and nobles covet more than salt is life itself. My lord is no exception.
What are you saying? That those you serve have procured this miracle drug?
Lionel has found himself welcome within nobility's most inner circles, he is proud to say, and privy to their secret conversations. He also finds himself in possession of a certain medicine, a medicine he would be happy to part with a share of,
for the right price. A price I'd be more than willing to pay for such an incredible elixir. Do tell me, what exactly does it do?
What doesn't it do? Its imbiber is blessed with unyielding vigor, unflagging stamina, and unmitigated vitality. Demand has proven so overwhelming that Lionel cannot hope to deliver the goods all on his own. He would be willing to share his profits with the right partner, however.
If you've won the noble's trust, then I see no reason to hesitate in helping you take some of their coin. Very well.
I would say I'd rather not.
That makes 10, who put their lust for coin before their capacity for
Thundercats! Thundercats! Thundercats!
Lionel could sell these as their own shoes. They're welcome to help themselves to this purgative. And if one or two of them is remarkably long-lived, then all the better for Lionel.
And are you content to make your fortune on the backs of fools?
Yeah, you? How long have you been there?
Since the morning, on Benedict's orders.
Your overseer is too kind. However, you may return and inform him that Lionel needs no protection. His work to bring fortune to House Wolfort requires the utmost concentration, and the presence of others can prove an unnecessary distraction.
Far from the I am the greatest Thundercat of them all. I'm Lionel. I'm Lionel.
Please, you can't take our wheat. We just sent food the other day.
Silence! Lord Walford has ordered the requisition of all provisions. You wouldn't dare disobey your lord, would you?
Of course not. I just can't believe Lord Wolfort would command such a thing.
Are you accusing me, a noble woman of Glenbrook, of lying? How dare you, peasant?
Mayhap we should see what the commotion is about.
Mind telling us what's going on?
Well, if it isn't Captain Eridor. Thank you for all that you do to keep these lands safe.
You're one of the lot what recently fled from the Crown City, ain't you?
Just so, yes. I came to humbly lend what aid I could to Lord Wolford and deliver on the provisions I promised.
What is your quarrel with these people? If you could explain the situation, we'd be more than happy to lend what aid we can.
Please, I beg of you, don't take our food. It's all we have.
I've always known Lord Wolfort to care for his people above all. Why would he do this to us?
What madness is this? Lord Serenoa has strictly forbidden commandeering food from the common folk. Surely you aren't asking these good people to relinquish their stores to you in his name?
I am simply gathering provisions on Lord Wolfort's behalf, as I promised. Honestly, he should be grateful.
Grateful? Huh. He'd be red in the face if he saw what you were doing. Ain't no way he ordered it.
On the contrary, you are acting in violation of your lord's decree. We cannot overlook your actions. You will come with us and be jailed. There you will await judgment for your crimes.
What nonsense is this? I am a noblewoman of Glenbrook. How dare you try to order me about, you self-important little man? You've no authority over me!
Look, I ain't disagreeing, but are you sure we should accost her without seeking Lord Serenoa's counsel first?
We haven't that luxury. The longer she is allowed to roam free, the more the people will suffer, and our Lord's good name be sullied. We must show the people that unethical acts will not go unpunished. Take her away.
You will pay for your impudence!
Can't believe there are scoundrels out here using House Wolfort's name for ill gain. You've done us all proud today, Julio.
Thank you ever so much, my lord. We'd be facing starvation if you hadn't stepped in.
She really had us fooled. We should have known Lord Wolford is too kind a man to order anything like that.
If you are ever troubled again, please seek me out. I shall ensure that any wrongs committed against you are set right.
That tome is an apprentice's resource, if I'm not mistaken. Are you studying ironworking?
Yes, I borrowed it some time ago from the archives in the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I haven't had a chance to return it, what with the state of affairs being as it is.
Ian's? I can't remember the last time you privileged us with a visit.
Well, my weapons aren't going to forge themselves. But now that I've a respite from my days of sweat and flame, I thought I'd continue my studies.
You hunger for knowledge the way a fire hungers for kindling.
I'd never have become the blacksmith I am if not for what I gleaned from these tomes. If it takes a lifetime of studying and striving to forge the perfect weapon, then so be it. One day, all will know the name of Ian's, the greatest smithy the realm has ever seen.
That is all well and good, but would you mind proclaiming that a little more quietly?
Yes, apologies. In my excitement, I quite forgot I was in a library.
I must say, I can't help but admire your burning ambition. But while we're speaking in hushed tones, our army has been anything but quiet as of late. You forge weapons for them, yes? Might you have any insight into the matter?
I wish I did, but I have scant time for the goings-on outside my own small forge. Though, now that you mention it, my orders from the army have increased.
Could it be that they're preparing for war? As if a war could break out on the eve of our three nations' grand new venture.
Indeed. That would be unthinkable. Esfrost's sudden attack on Glenbrook confirmed my worst fears. And once the war started, I could forget about returning this book. But I still hope to. One day, when peace has returned to our realm.
I hope you will fight by my side till it does.
Without hesitation, my lord.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one. My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I was in Hyzand for a short time, studying at the Ministry. No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane. Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more. Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of? In truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go?
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
By the goddess, if it isn't my savior, I am truly in your debt.
I remember you. I treated you at the Ministry that day.
I feared it was the end, but thanks to you, I yet live!
I was not alone in treating you. And I am happy to see you well.
I hear tell the infirmary was overwhelmed that day. How fortunate the other man was a Rosellan. Never have I felt more blessed to belong to the goddess's flock. Praise be the goddess. May her blessings rain upon you.
I do not mean to pry, but was that...
Yes. It is he who survived, at the expense of the Rosellan man's life. Had we treated the Rosellan first, we might have saved them both. But I could not find the courage to disobey orders.
And, in the eyes of the faithful, you acted in accordance with the goddess's teachings. Denying medical treatment to non-believers is certainly one way for the Holy One to breed loyalty amongst Hyzant's subjects.
Be that as it may, if only I'd had the courage of my convictions. The courage to give both their lives equal weight.
It is hard for one drop to alter the current.
So it is. Nevertheless, I wish to try.
I see House End has raised their banners. I can practically smell their greed from here. Doubtless that slug Sorsley is licking his lips even now.
I did not think House Wolfort would deign to request aid.
They surprise even me. Has the young wolf learned to swallow his pride?
What should we do, Your Grace?
We cannot very well be seen to ignore those under our protection. Go.
And what of Prince Roland?
That shall have to wait. We may have use for him yet.
Recent events have not quelled your desire for knowledge, I see. You make your teacher very happy, Frederica.
It is progress that I can see. I enjoy the growth that comes with learning.
And you should be proud.
Sheila, why do you think my brother attacked Glenbrook?
War is a means to an end, always. The question is, what end does he hope to arrive at?
But what could he hope to gain by razing the castle? I can see no point to his cruelty.
There is always a point, Frederica. As for whether others agree with that reasoning, well, oftentimes that doesn't matter.
How dreadful. Why must it come to arms? Why can't we settle our differences with words?
So long as men covet, there will be war. That fact is immutable.
Then war will continue forever, so long as man exists. Isn't that what you're saying?
Indeed. History has attested to that fact time and again.
What could there possibly be in this world worth risking life and limb for? I cannot fathom the answer.
And 'tis not a question you should trouble yourself with answering, Frederica.
And so did the two forces converge on the Wolfort domain, now the linchpin of the Norzelian continent. From the west, General of Laura leads the might of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. From the east, Sorsley End of the Saintly Seven commands an army from the holy state of Hyzant. From within the heart of this maelstrom, one man strives to find the path that will see the house he serves safely through the storm. Benedict Pascal, steward of House Wolford, wise in war and peace alike, contemplates what to do next.
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both Esfrost and Hyzant have mustered armies, and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed. Our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Esfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolford could stand alone ended with the Salt Iron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Esfrost.
Just so. We could offer Hyzant a glorious victory.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Hyzant would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Esfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Esfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. Esfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years. Even so, they would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe Esfrost's ambition could swallow even Hyzant?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Esfrost or Hyzant?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
Sereno says, will we fight beside Esfrost or Hyzant? I would ask the others what they think. Oof, 2 by 2 by 2.
Serenoa.
Frederica says, Gustadolf was the one who started this war. Hyzant may have its own motivations for marching against us, but I cannot see us allying with Esfrost. Oof. Fight Sorcerer together. What does she have to say?
I think...
Gila says, my knowledge of both nations has caused me quite the dilemma. While I am concerned about fighting alongside the clannish holy state, I cannot bring myself to put my faith in the duchy either. What are your thoughts?
Lord Serenoa.
Hugh Jet says, I agree with Eridor. I don't want to be allies with Esfrost, but siding with Hyzant now is tantamount to betrayal. I mean, it is complicated, because if we side with Hyzant, it's like you're telling your wife that you believe that their holy nation should persecute the pink hairs. Wolford Soldier says, I'm so glad Prince Roland's execution has been stayed. Still, I cannot help but wonder how he fares in the enemy's hands. I say, I wish we could help him, but he turned himself over to protect our domain. We must keep pushing forward. I know I misspoke of that a touch. The soldier says, we mustn't let Prince Roland's sacrifice be for naught. There must be something we can do to gain the upper hand. Thank you, we must all work together. The other soldier says, first Esfrost and now Hyzant. Just what do they want to do with House Wolfort? I thought we were allies. Nozelia was meant to know true peace. We even held a celebration for our new mining venture. Don't they have any shame? I say, our domain occupies a very strategic position between the other nations. It is only natural for them to want it, but we will use those selfish desires against them here. The soldier says, I see. If the two nations clashed here, then we can be the ones who decide who emerges victorious. If we use our knowledge of the land, we can hit them where it hurts the most. You never cease to amaze, my lord. This strategy could turn us from the hunted into the hunters. Our house must stand together, now more than ever, says Serenoa. I am counting on you.
What do you think?
Eridor says our backs may be up against the wall, but I won't join forces with those frosty bastards. They took Prince Roland from us and destroyed House Volks. I will not see them sullying House Wolfort's good name any longer.
We must
Benedict
decide.
says each nation has its strengths and weaknesses. We must carefully consider which would best serve us in battle. I wonder what the others might be thinking. Anna says, our relations with Esfrost are currently stable. I wonder if the benefits of allying with Hyzant are worth destroying that. This game is not playing around. Alright, what does this note say? Oof. Which way should we go? Which way should we go? Honestly, I'm gonna just do that. We have accept, aid, and fight Sorceslay. Conspire with Sorceslay to launch a surprise attack on Esfrost. And 2 undecided. Honestly, I kind of want to kill Esfrost.
Serenoa.
Frederica says, why do you believe it's better that we join with Esfrost and not Hyzant? I say, it is as you said. Hyzant's motivations are unclear, but we didn't ponder anything under Esfrost's rule. Frederica says, there is no telling why House End has come here. Perhaps they wish for justice, to feed their ambition, or both. And my Rosellan lineage may be a hindrance if we hope for an alliance with them. But to tell the truth, Esfrost's motivations are just as much a mystery to me, even if that was my home. Serenoa says, I find myself at a loss, Frederica. Would you mind speaking to me a moment more? Frederica says, of course not. I would know what is on your mind, Serenoa. I say, Roland will live so long as we are useful to Esfrost. Oh, jeez. says... Kumo, be quiet, please. Ugh. Doggo's going nuts. Anyway, Roland will live so long as we are useful to Esfrost, and so long as he lives, there will be a chance for us to save him.
Surely.
Frederica says, so we must be useful to the duchy if we are to help Prince Roland. Gustadolf is certainly not the type to dispose of a useful pawn. It is time someone used such callousness against him. Frederica was moved by our words.
I think...
I'm gonna say, cast our lot with Sorsley and bring Esfrost to heal. Gila says, you prefer to fight along Hyzant. Might I inquire as to why? I say, I do not think our situation will improve so long as we bend the knee to Esfrost. Gila says, I do not think the Archduke's cunning to extend so far. Perhaps Frederica's engagement was just a means of putting House Wolfort within reach. Is there anything else on your mind, my lord? I say, we don't know what sort of treatment Roland is being subjected to. I wish to rescue him at the soonest opportunity. Gila says, we knew there was no guarantee of his safety when we handed him over to Esfrost. I fear it is too late for us to be saying things like that, Lord Serenoa. Whether we like it or not, Prince Roland is no longer with us, and so our choices should not hinge on him. Do you not agree? I disagree, bitch. Anyways.
Lord Serenoa.
I'm gonna say again, let us cast our lot with Sorsley and bring Esfrost to heal. Huguette says, pray tell me, my lord, what makes you so sure we should do this? I say Roland will forever remain the duchy's prisoner should we stay on their side.
Good point.
Huguette says, you haven't given up on Prince Roland, have you? Serenoa says, I'm sorry, Huguette, we are all bound by the tipping of the scales. But things have changed. As both friend and vassal, I want to save Roland. I must. Huguette says, thank you, Lord Serenoa. With Hyzant at our backs, we may even be able to negotiate Prince Roland's release. Lord Serenoa, is there anything else I should consider? Perhaps it would help me gain more insight into where my token should land. I'm gonna say I cannot imagine what would become of us should we stand by Esfrost and lose the battle to Hyzant.
I wonder about that.
Huguette says the duchy values might above all. If they saw that we would avail them nothing, they would not hesitate to dispose of both us and Prince Roland. Regardless, Lord Serenoa, should you be worrying about losing before the battle has even begun, finding the best path forward will be difficult with all those thoughts clouding your mind.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say, let's fight Sorsley to... Is that the one that I've been doing?
We must decide.
Yeah, let's bring Esfrost to heal, is the one I think I'm going for. Benedict says, you suggest we join forces with Hyzant. I must admit, I am curious as to your reasons. I say we may be able to use House End as a means to gain more powerful allies in the Holy State. Benedict says that may be easier said than done. I'm afraid I will not deny that Minister Sorsley is an influential man in Hyzant. But his influence is not as great as it once was, and we do not yet know if his actions now are sanctioned by the state. We must consider the possibility that allying with House End may not be to our advantage.
Certainly not.
Allow me one more question. What are your thoughts on Esfrost? I say House Wolfort stands for justice. As such, I simply cannot accept a frosty rule where might is right. Benedict says, "You prove time and again you are worthy to lead our house. I am sure Lord Simone would agree. Each of us has pride as a member of House Wolfort.
Quite true.
We cannot remain on the defensive forever if you wish to display our own house's might."
What do you think?
Alright, let's give this a shot, kids. Ugh, doggos.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we join forces with the army of Esfrost, or do we choose to side with Hyzant? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I stand with you, my lord.
I wholeheartedly agree.
You aren't wrong, but...
Please forgive me.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Ooh, I didn't really expect that, honestly.
The way forward is decided. We ally with the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and decimate the Hyzantian forces.
But we're gonna go with it anyway, kiddos.
The road forward is decided. We shall join forces with Esfrost to crush the Hyzantian army.
I shall send word at once to begin planning our strategy.
I'll tell the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
Minister Sorsley, leading the forces of the Holy State of Hyzant, moves to oust the embattled House Wolfort from their castle home. The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Serenoa chooses to side with the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Although the wounds of recent betrayals have yet to heal, he sets aside the burden of his grudges so that his name may live to see the morrow.
Sheila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorsley.
Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest at the source and the Roselle that work there. His authority over Hyzant's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well-provisioned and well-trained.
He is not an opponent to be taken lightly. There is a reason he sits among the Saintly Seven.
This may be our hardest fight yet.
Hence the importance of our alliance. Without Esfrost, we are lost. The future of House Wolfort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of them safely.
House Wolfort shall persevere.
My lord, we've received word from General Laura. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House End is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Of course, Your Excellency. Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before. To say nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place. They will see who among the Saintly Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. It is time to grasp the glory we deserve, Booker. To Wolfort Harbor!
I've had enough.
You've had enough? Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
She should be crying tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of royalty. We should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet. Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to.
Get away!
What is that infernal racket?
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on Esfrost's generosity.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica. Have you finished with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Can't you have that brute of Laura do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolfort has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
be gone at last. It must be tonight.
Our scouts have sent their report. Hyzan's forces will arrive at nightfall.
We will do battle in the dark, then.
We should map out the perimeter and terrain before they come.
You sound frightened. There's no need. My troops shall make quick work of Sorsley. You'll see that giving us Roland was the wise choice.
I simply think it best to be prepared. There is no room for regrets in battle.
She doesn't think much of us, does she?
When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you.
That being said, Frost only benefits from us being indebted to them, and from seeing our numbers diminished.
So, she'll help us win, after she watches us grind each other to a bloody pulp.
I'm afraid we will have to disappoint her in that regard.
See these ice
She will
cubes.
see this
See
day
these
how
ice
House
cubes.
Wolffort earned its reputation.
Serenova says, it appears we'll be facing off against Hyzant's army in the rain. We cannot let them have the upper hand. To that end, I would have a look around before the forces arrive. Hell yeah, steal all that shit. Steal all that fucking shit. Steal that shit, you motherfucking bitch. Benedict says it is rumored that House N's political status in Hyzant has seen a decline in recent years. Even had we chosen to fight with Minister Soulslay, it would have been difficult to gain the Holy State's support. Anna says Minister Soulslay wasted no time in marching on us. I can sense he is eager for a victory. One can only wonder how Hyzant and the Hierophant view his actions. The soldier says, to think we'd be fighting side by side with the Black Irons, who invaded our kingdom. If you don't mind my asking, what's our plan of action? I say we will take careful measure of Frost's strengths and weaknesses in case we ever find ourselves on opposite ends of the battlefield. Bitch. The soldier says it's our chance to learn where they are weakest and strongest. That way we can be a boon to each other in battle. Yes, sir, I will fight for the glory of House Wolffort. Wifey says, it was not so long ago the general of Laura marched on Whitehorn Castle. I doubt I will ever forget the way she so callously struck down Prince Franny. I say, neither will I, bitch. She spilled the blood of the royal family as a retainer to the crown. That makes us enemies, motherfucker. Frederica says Glenbrook and Frost are now enemies indeed, and House Wolffort must avenge their fallen king. Serenova says, aye, but right now we need them at our side, bitch. Serenova continues, just as I need you by mine, bitch. Frederica says, I am heartened to hear that, bitch. Why is everyone a bitch in this game? Jesus fucking Christ, why won't everyone calm their vaginas down? Calm your vagina down. Calm it to Vagina Town. All my exquisite spoils. This motherfucker says, Frost and Hyzant face off again. It's the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. I just pray this doesn't turn out to be the second coming of the Soul Tie-in War. This soldier says, as you predicted, it looks like the Hazantian army will try to strike at night. Where the fuck's my free shit? Need some free shit in this house. I'm trying to get in this house, but it won't let me in there. Oh, flush. La 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 la. Oh my god, there's some free shit over in the water, I think. We gotta check out that water. Oh, look at that. I fucking found the free shit. I totally didn't think anything was gonna happen, but then I'm like, free shit, Daddy needs some free shit. Why is it letting me do all these things? 1100? Jesus. Oh, Daddy needs an extra 1100, where Daddy comes from. Oh, oh. Ah! Ah! This person says there were more people here not too long ago. Trade was thriving back then, when I, as Donald J. Trump, was executor of the United States. But I guess it's to be expected when you let the Ukrainians kill Russia. Oh no, dude. Oh man. Oh no. The kitty says, meow. 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 The kitty says, meow, cause the kitty says, meow. If you don't believe me then, well, guess what? Kitty says. Anyways, that's enough of that shit. Serenova says, I am ready to take on the Hyzanthian army. Also, my dogs are barking.